Hello, hello, hello. One nerd here, going on an adventure. Without the other two nerds, that's not nearly as much fun. True, but it's 2:30 on a Wednesday, and I forgot what day it was for a minute. And it's a school day, so the most important nerd is getting educated. The mama nerd is on pickup duty, which leaves me to go play. Today, I'm going to go to Globe Life Field. Every year, the Texas Rangers do a Toys for Tots drive, where they'll have, if you bring some toys, they'll give you a ticket, and then you can go and get some autographs. There's usually a few folks there. And there's a good number of people there this year. And I decided that I'd take off work and do it because I haven't done it in years and years and years. It is a good opportunity to do something nice for somebody else. And we do like to donate to charities. We like to do the angel tree and stuff like that. But I was like, this is fun. Let's do this. So I have one baseball. I have a bunch of cards. And I'm super pumped and a little nervous because I haven't done one of these in a long time. Because I'm nervous because I'm going to be disappointed if I don't get the biggest name that I want, which is Marcus Semien. Really, really hoping to get Marcus. Yeah, that's it. I could not find cards for everybody. I was kind of surprised. Spores had very limited selection on what cards were available for him. I didn't have any, so super bummed about that. But I brought a lot of my 23 Tops because I really like that set, and it's one that I really have been trying to get signed. Whenever I see somebody that'll sign one of their cards from that set, I try to send those out because I think it's my favorite set in a very, very long time. So I think they look great with a little ink on them. All right, well, that's it. Wish me luck. Headed that way. Got my Dr. Pepper. Got about, 45 minutes worth of traffic in front of me. And maybe longer. Oh, I'm gladly it's 2:40 and not 4:40 because that difference in time will add an hour to my traffic. So, I don't know. Talk to y'all later. Bye. Hey, everybody. Okay, so 3 hours from door to car, door at the stadium, or line to car. You have to add another 45 minutes to get here in the car, plus it'll take me 45 minutes to get back. Let's talk about it. This is my disappointed face. Here's the deal. You walk in, and they had a line, and it gave you a sign everything. Like, it felt like it's going to be set up well. It said autographs that way. So by the time it was my turn to get in, it was a pretty good line to get in the door to begin with. That line was already filled, and I followed the two guys that were in front of me in the line on the outside to a new staging area. And so what I learned in there is that the first group A, let's call them, was completely filled up. So, but we were in Group B, which would be signing in an hour and a half from that time. Well, probably about an hour from that time. But that was cool because that's the group I really wanted to be in, because that's the group that had Marcus Semien in it. I'm like, yes, I need the Marcus Semien, so I'm pumped. And as soon as the line A started getting through theirs, those guys, the autograph hounds, started jumping in line B, where their families were. So straight line jumping, nobody was paying attention, nobody cared, which meant that I missed out on Semien by about 20. Easily, there's more than 20 people that jumped in front of me in line. Frustration. So I did stick around for Group 3. And here's how that went. I got Mike Maddox. Very cool. And Mike signed an extra Rangers pitching coach card and made sure that I got one of those too. It was very nice of him because it was one per, no doubles. I got Eleno Ornelas. He does the Spanish broadcast for the Rangers. He's been doing it for a long time. He does a really good job, but my Spanish is very poor. And I got Josh Smith. I got Emily Jones, who does on-the-field interviews, and she'll do stuff in the booth as well. She does a really nice job. In fact, I told her, I was like, hey, you do a really nice job. And she's like, well, thank you. I think a lot of times the announcers and the broadcasters nobody really pays attention to them. And so I was like, yeah, my wife's gonna be very jealous because we enjoy her player interviews and her commentary. She's always upbeat, and it feels like she gets the best out of the players. Like a lot of times they're guarded, but like she does a really good job of like mama bearing them, and they like will actually talk to her, and ends up being some very interesting interviews. You know, a lot of I hate to say it, but it feels like in sports a lot of times when ladies reach a certain age, they just get moved on for a younger model. And, you know, Emily's been doing this for a long time. So, but not to say that she's not a very attractive lady, she is, but she's been doing this for a long time. And I think other programs, other organizations may have ignored her experience and how good she is at doing her job and gone for a younger model. But I am glad that the Rangers stuck around with her because she really does do a good job. And I told her, I was like, you know, my wife's going to be very jealous. And she's like, well, here, have an extra one for the wife. Like I said, I mean, I think they get ignored quite a bit. But also got Cody Bradford. Very cool. He is from, I said Bradford. I was thinking of, never mind. He's in the, this 23 set is a set that I love a lot. So I've been trying to get as many of these signed as I could. I only had 2 cards, and I had to break up a set to get this one. So, Doogie, if you're watching this, I'm going to be hitting you up for this common because I now needed to finish my set. And then on the way out, so that's it for line 2 or line 3 actually. On the way out, John Gray was standing next to all the toys that were donated and just taking pictures and signing autographs with people. He was there with his lady friend. I don't know if they're married or whatever, but he was like in an ugly Christmas sweater and was just being so nice to everybody. I thought that was great. The kid in front of me in line did not have a Bedford card or a Mike Maddox card, so I gave him 2 that I had. I brought 2 for everybody just in case he had signed multiples. Yeah, and that's really why I don't have a card for my set, because if I had 2, I only got 1 autograph. I would have been able to slide the other one back in, not so much. So, hey, Doogie, I need 23 update, card number 53. If you got another one of those sticking around. Yeah, so I have the complete base set because you gave it to me. Thank you very much. But it was cool. So all in all, pretty disappointing. I think what they did by the time they got to the 3rd line was hand out tickets. So if you didn't have a ticket, you didn't get an autograph. If they had done that initially, I would have got Simeon, and I really wanted Simeon. I'm so bummed. I brought a card for him just in case he was going to sign doubles, but I had a ball, and I was like, man, it's going to look so great with my balls. That sounds bad, but you know what I'm saying. That's it. So they were giving away free hot dogs, and the sports card ripping teacher will be sad to know that I passed on the hot dogs because I've had too many ballpark hot dogs. When they do dollar hot dog night is a very dangerous night for me, and I got to sit in line for 45 minutes to get home. So I just figured it's best to avoid that accident. But it's 6:30. I'm gonna go ahead and get on the road. Thanks for hanging out with me. I did get autographs today, so that's awesome. But yeah, a little disappointed. But also having John sit back and just take pictures and sign autographs for people, and it wasn't even his turn. He was in group 1. He just hung out and kept signing autographs for people, just being an awesome dude. So that was certainly a highlight. Very nice. But really, this was all about getting kids toys. This Toys for Tot thing. It's nice that the Rangers do it. I just wish they had tweaked a couple things. But that's it. Back on the road. Talk to you later. On to the next adventure, I guess. Bye, y'all.
I am a nerd. I am not a geek. I am a nerd.